Hey guys, it's Tracy. I'm here to share a tutorial of how to put together a 3x3 post-it note holder because the ones that I had did probably 4 or 5 years ago, it looked like a person. I was messaged by someone on June 6th and she asked if I could do a tutorial, and I told her I would work on it because it had been many years that I put those post-it note holders together, and at that time I wasn't doing videos, and I had just went through some old pictures and found pictures that I had taken and posted that on YouTube, and that's what she saw. So I worked on it. So let me show you the one that I worked on. Again, this is just a prototype, and when I originally created them, I used Dawn's video, who is known here on YouTube as Dawn5377, and I will put a link in that tutorial to I will put a link in my description box to that tutorial. But this is what I did here. So I just added the little handles here. And this right here is just a little ink pen that you can purchase from Staples. So let me show you the supplies. So what you'll need a 3x3 post-it note stack. You'll need some type of little ink pen, and I just have these gel mini pens that I had in my stash. You will need a punch, which I have just this little, I don't know if it's a Fiskars, and it might be an 1/8 of an inch little punch. Makes that little hole. Like I said, it's some type of adhesive. You'll need a bone folder, something to score your paper with. You'll also need some regular scotch tape. You'll need something to create your decorative pieces here. And you can use scallops, you can use squares, but what I'm going to use today is this We Are Memory Keepers, and I think it's a notch punch. And I will put a link in the description box to those original post-it note holders that I did. You will need, so to make your holder, what you'll need a piece of paper that's cut 3 1/4 inches wide by 7 3/8 of an inches long. So again, that's 3 1/4 inches wide by 7 3/4 inches long. 3 1/8 inch, 3 1/2, and then 3 7/8 of an inch. Okay. So then what you want to do, you want to fold where you made your 3 1/2 inch score. You want to fold that in half. And you want to make sure you take your bone folder and just crease that really well. So then what you want to do is, and I measured mine down, you want to measure down 1 5/8 of an inch. Now you want your first, for your pen, we're going to make our pencil holder now. So that's going to be 1 1/4 inch. So you just, and you can do it 1 1/4 inch, or you don't have to. But I like to be kind of precise. So you just take a ruler and just measure or tick it at 1 1/4 of an inch. And then what you want to do, you want to, I don't know how well you can see this, you want to snip it to those fold lines. And then your next one, you want to come, let me see what my measurement, 1 7/8 of an inch. So you want to come to 1 7/8 of an inch and make your other snip. Or let me see if we do it this way. 1 7/8 of an inch. Yeah, let's just do it this way. And actually what you could do is mark it, because you're going to snip it anyway. So what we could actually do is put this beside it, mark 1 1/4, and then mark 1 7/8. So then you'll have the markings right on your paper, and then you just snip it. Again, you're snipping to those fold lines. And this one's kind of crooked, so I'm going to straighten this up a little bit. All right. Okay. So this is what we have. So now what we want to do, what I like to do is just pull this piece back like this. And just take your bone folder and crease that fold line. And then do the back one as well. I just like to pull mine back like this and crease the fold line. Okay. So then we're going to need some score tape too, or glue. So then what you want to do, so there's the front, remember these are your two little this is your two little snip lines, which makes this little piece. And then what you want to do is open it up, okay? And you want to add score tape right in here. See that back channel? Add some score tape or glue. And I probably would prefer glue, to be honest with you. But for demonstration purposes, I'll just use this, it's quicker. Just take your hand and rub that down. So then what you have your tape in that little channel there. So let's see, I have to play with this a minute because again it's a little tricky. Okay, so let's see if I don't know how well you can see that. So we have our tape in there. There's a little snip piece. Kind of push that out and see this fold right here, which is your 1/2 inch fold. That needs to be taped down to the back of the holder. Yes, that needs to be taped down to the back. So you kind of push that out. And you can watch Dawn's video too. I think she demonstrates this better. But then you push that out and then the tape, remove the tape. And guys, I hope I'm staying in frame because I'm trying to watch and film too. So then what you want to do is just push those pieces down. And then there's your little, that's the piece right there that's going to hold your pen. And right now it's not even, but it will, right now it doesn't look even, but it will be once we stick the pin in and get the post-it note holder in. So there's your little piece. It's put together now. So now what we want to do, we want to work on your decorative pieces. So what I did using this tool, and I'll just demonstrate. You want a straight cut. And what you want to do with this tool, I just slide this back out the way. And then what you want to do is push this so it can't go no farther and just you know, punch it out. And you want to punch out 4 of those. Again, you don't have to have this tool. You can use whatever you want to make decorative, these little decorative elements right here. So then I'll show you what I do. So what I did, because I use this as a template, because I use this as my decorative pieces, this tool here, I just punched out another one out of a thin piece of paper, and it was just copy paper. So I just punched one out to use as a template to find the center of those pieces. So then what I did was fold it in half and then fold it down like this, taking this edge right here, taking this edge and folding it to even with that edge. And what happens is it creates a cross in the middle, which is your center. So then what I did was take this punch here and put that in the center. So then this is my template. So what I'm going to do here, let me see, yes, what I'm going to do here is glue these down. Let me make sure I did that right. I just apply glue to those. You want to do, I'll just do 2 at a time. So I'm applying glue to those. Move this out the way so you guys can see. Those pieces are about a 1/2 inch in from each side. So what you want to do is just make using your ruler, just make a little mark a 1/2 inch in on each side. Again, if you don't really care about it being precise, then just eyeball it. Then what I'm going to do here, I don't want that one. I put glue on the wrong one. This is the one I want. So then, using your markings, again, I don't know how good you can see this, you want to just line those up with your markings. And make sure you line that up at the top. So put that one on. You want to put your other one on. Just gotta set up so. So then what you want to do is take your template. Let me get rid of this piece. Where is my template? So here's my template. So I take that piece and line this up over top, and then using that template, just punch my holes. So guys, I'm gonna have to pull. So using my template, I'm just gonna punch the holes. So I'm gonna do that off. I'm not gonna be in frame for that. And again, you can do this if you want, like I said, or you can just eyeball. But if you want to make templates, you can do that for any one of your any shape that you decide to use. Okay. So say I punch my holes. Hopefully you can see that. So let me do these over here. Okay, so I have my 4 holes. Okay. So that's that. Let me, I can move this. Maybe move that. Alright, so now, let me see, what do I want to do now? So I want to put in, I have, for this, you need some brads, so I just use the brush color gold brads. And they're the larger ones because it's 3 different sizes in here. I didn't realize that. So then what you want to do is put your brads in. But you don't open this one up yet. Just push it in and leave it the way it is. And these you can put in now. And go ahead and open these up. And then when you want them to lay this way. You want them to lay that way. So go ahead and do the other ones. Make sure they're as flat as you can get them. Now for this one, why I said don't open this one yet, because what we want to do, see this little decorative piece, and you don't have to do that. This is a little decorative piece right here. So what we need, and I think, did I put it away? No. You're going to need an eyelet. And let me see which one's going to match. I guess that one will do. Or let's see, does this one look better? No, that one. Actually, I'll use that one. Pull out my tools here. So I had gotten this from the QVC outlet a while ago, the solid setter. So you're going to need, or if you have a crocodile or a big bite, you need something that's going to make a hole. This is what we're doing here. So we want to attach that eyelet. So let me get, so what you're going to need is a 1 by 1 inch square. And what I did, I layered 2 so that it can be thick, and plus it gives the eyelet something to grip onto. So let me grab that. You're going to need your tool to make a hole. Yeah. So what I want to do is just in the corner, I just want to punch a hole in the corner. Just want to punch a hole in the corner. There. So I have my hole. Then I just want to put this in here. Then I need to change out the pieces. You have your eyelet in there. So now you just want to take some twine, and I didn't measure it, you just want a piece of twine, something long enough so that you can wrap it around the brad. So then what you want to do is just take your twine, put it through, put both ends through the hole. If I can get it in there. So both ends through the hole like that. So you see you have both ends through. Then you have a little loop here. What you want to see your loop? So you just want to take this end here and just put it through the loop and pull it. See? And that's what you have. So then what we want to do, you want another piece of paper that's a little smaller. And I have these stamps here because I've got rid of the packaging. So let me show you what I'm doing here. So that I'm just adding a decorative element. So I just have some ink. You can use any color, whatever you want. Let me stamp that. I just want to stamp that. Okay. Need to clean off my stamp. Just some baby wipes. Okay. Then I have this punch right here, and it's perfect for this. So I'm just going to stick that in here. Get that centered. Stick that in there, okay. Then just want to glue that on to the front. Again, you guys, you don't have to do this. I just think it looks cute, so I'm just gluing that on. So then you want to actually don't, you know what, take the brad out. You might need to, if this won't fit in that hole, what you might have to do is find something to help you push that twine through the hole. And I'm just using my end of my scissors here to push that through. Okay. Then you can just move it out the way, pull it back some. See what I'm doing? So I can expose the hole some and then put the brad in. So then kind of adjust this as long as you want it. I think that's long enough. And then that's kind of long. I am going to cut this off some. So if it's too long, just cut it off some. Okay. Then I'm going to add a piece of scotch tape or whatever kind of tape you want. But I'm going to use scotch tape. Just a small piece to hold that down. And then now you want to open up your brad. Flatten. Okay, so now you need your inside pieces, and your all depends on how you want to orient your inside, orient your holder. So I want mine to be like this. So you need to cut two pieces that are 3 1/4 inches wide, two liner pieces that are 3 1/4 inches wide by 3 inches tall. Again, that's 3 1/4 inches wide by 3 inches tall. And what I like to do, like around these brads, I like to take my score tape and put a line of score tape right underneath of that, just to make sure it's not going anywhere. So here's my score tape. So I'm just going to take some score tape and just line it up right under there. Or any type of strong tape. And just line it up right under the brads. Now, for what you want to do is like up at the piece, your liner pieces, you want just the on the end where the brad is, you just want to add a piece of score tape up there too, just some strong adhesive. And then the rest, I just use my glue gun or whatever. I just use this. I love my ATC gun. And just set that aside. And again, this piece right here, this is your back piece. Go ahead and put your score tape up at the top. Cut that off. Alright, and apply your adhesive to the other pieces. And just set that aside as well. So now what you want to do, you need 2 pieces of ribbon or something to use for your handles, and these are 5 inches long. And I just use, I got that from this Recollections pack. Oh, and the twine that I used was this. So then what you want to do is take off this adhesive, the backing off your tape, and just like right, I say at the center of the brad, look at the center of the brad, and just add that ribbon. Oops. And then I see your ribbon is like this, and then just kind of turn it down, and then add that one. Do the other side as well. Take off the paper backing. Twist it. Okay. Now, before we add our liner pieces, we're almost done. I like to add some glue behind these pieces right here, right underneath the handles, just in that little spacing there. Add some glue to make sure they're not going to go nowhere. Just in that spacing there. So kind of hold that down for a little bit. Okay. Now get one of your liner pieces, pull off that tape. Make sure I got it even. Alright. And then press that good around those handles because that brad is up there. It's kind of a little bulky there. Okay. So that's it. We'll do the other side. We need to apply some glue behind that. Again, you guys don't have to do all this if you don't want to apply the glue, but I'm just showing you how I put it together. And this is multimedia matte. Sorry guys, this video will be long. I'm going to try to edit the video somehow and see if I can. But if not, it's probably going to be like a 30-minute video. Again, I don't do many videos, so doing my best here. So then you just apply, wait a minute, that's not even on that side. So apply your other liner piece, press that down. So then what you want to do is take your 3x3 post-it note, and I just run some adhesive across the top, and then you just stick this inside to add your gel pen. And that's it. That is the post-it note holder. And then you could decorate it some more if you want, depending on, you know, what paper, whatever you use. Get that off there. And then that's the inside. So that is it, guys. That is my post-it note holder. Alright guys, if you have any questions, leave me a comment and I'll get back to you. Again, I will put in my description box a link to the original tutorial that I use, which was posted by Dawn5377. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching. Bye.